What's up, everyone? We got a fun one here today. We're bringing back the white Lifegain deck. Had an awesome start with this thing, 82% win rate. The big new add here is the Guided by Light. She does a lot of work, especially when you can drop a Leyline out of your opening hand, get some quick life gain, get a Hinterland drop down. You can drop this for its warp cost, drop one of the other creatures, whether it's a bat, the hawk, or even the Vanguard, will gain life. Having the 3 creatures in play gives you a little extra draw. Hopefully you can get an extra land in there. Then you can start casting your other stuff. Get up to 27 life pretty quickly, and that gives you your +2/+2. Really run away with games really quickly with this deck. It's a fun one to play. You're going to enjoy watching the different games that we have for you here. Enjoy. All right, mono red aggro. This actually looks like a good starting hand. You don't want to start it with too much mana. Plus, we got a little removal here. I think we have a pretty good starting position. If they're really slow to develop, we really have good 1, 2, and 3 turn plays. We'll drop the higher claw first because we'll get more damage in with that. And then we can also threaten if they have something that's larger. Life, we are okay with that. He's gonna kill one. We got the Nemesis next turn, so that's good. Oh, they're going to kill it. Alright, since we have the lightning in there, I'm actually going to shock them so that I can get haste on this guy. Get 4 more damage in there. He's already down to 3 life. I should have pumped that ahead of time. Fuck. That was an error. Perfect. Scooped it up. All right, mono white life gain. Pretty good starting hand here. Be able to drop some early creatures. Would like to see a life gainer here, but we'll go with it. We'll want them to go after the Pridemate rather than the Channeler. Be mana efficient here. We'll drop the Queen. I have a feeling they have removal. Question is, are they going to go for the Pridemate or the Queen? Rather have them drop the Pridemate, obviously, because next turn I can drop both the new Pridemate and Channeler. Come on. Let's see what you got. All right. Looks like they might be leaving some. Leaving some room for removal here. Like, no matter what, I'm going to drop the channeler. We're going to get the buff from the Vanguard. That works. Just don't want to see like a pinnacle or something. Ah, that's a mill. Good chance they got a sweeper. I will keep that. I would have normally kept the Hawk, but I wanted the bonus here. I would have kept the Hawk because that would allow me to play the Shelter. Dead on board right now, so I fully expect a sweeper. Oh, we didn't get one. He's looking for removal. That worked out pretty good. Here we go with mono white Lifegain. I have a Sheltered by Ghosts in this hand, which is always kind of handy against the landfall decks. We'll see where we go with this. We'll keep it. Love to find one of our 2-drops so we can pump them. We have the mirror match here. Well, we're going to do that because we want to slow down their life gain here. We won't attack. We don't want to trade with the 2. Depending on what they drop, we can either do a Sheltered next turn or if we get some land here. Oh. I'm going to put another Shelter down here because that actually brings our character back here. We can pay the ward. they're going to gain a decent amount here. So we're going to warp her in and then cast this. We'll get the double pump from her. All right, so they're going to probably try attacking in here. They're going to get quite a few pumps on this thing. We're okay with this attacking. We can just sack some stuff to it. But we'll actually go in for some damage here. Not a bad draw. And he sees the writing on the wall. Good game. All right, let's take a look at this opening hand. Pretty good. No 2-drops other than the Sheltered. I would love to see something like an Essence. We will drop the Sanctifier, but we'll keep this. We even got the Leyline, which is nice. Get some early life gain here. Hopefully pump our creatures with the Leyline. Get up to 27 pretty quick. That's not too bad to help us ramp up here. We're going to be gaining some life here. Little card draw. Great card to have here. That's what we want to see. Drop the Channeler. And they're lethal on board unless they can do something here. That was a quick one. All right, let's look at this starting hand. I would love to see one more land here. I do go first. I'm going to keep this just because we have a ton of 1-drops here. So confident we got a lot of early plays. If we do happen to pick up that second land, we have a pretty explosive start here. So we're going to keep it. Like to see that. They're probably sitting on something, so for removal, so we're actually going to drop the Hawk instead. Because the Vanguard's not going to gain any life anyways, other than just dropping. See if they're going to destroy it. Huh? They didn't touch it. Gonna have a pretty big turn next turn just by dropping the Channeler. Gonna go after it. Yeah. That's okay with me. I got another channel there. Got more removal. Sure enough. Not too worried about the Nemesis. That's a great pickup. They really should have left something back here to block with. There's a good chance that they now leave the Nemesis back, but I'm not going to attack into it. Hey, we'll take it. They do have one open. It's probably sitting on something that can kill. So we'll actually go after. We want to give them availability, 6-7 damage. Actually, we'll take it. We're gonna be gaining quite a bit of life here this turn, so I am not too concerned about it. Now they're leaving some back. Alright, no problem. We'll take 3. Love to draw land to get into this. Ooh, that's not such a bad pickup here. We'll actually warp this in. It's nice to have that little card draw engine here at this deck because it does kind of flail here once you get to the mid game. Looks like we got it. Really liking this starting hand here. This is actually almost one of the perfect hands you kind of want to see. We'll see where we go against for what we're playing against. All right, so they probably got some removal right away. Hopefully they burn their mana here and not leave it open, because if they do, we can drop the channeler, get a little bit of bonus out of it. Ooh. pretty good start themselves. Gonna warp her in. They gonna allow that? All right, that probably means we're good. Drop the other one. Three. You're gonna be gaining a lot of life here. All right, so I'm tempted to just plop this down. We're going to have some bigger creatures here, and I'm okay with that. But it also gives us the ability to gain a little bit extra life, especially when I start dropping some of these other down. We'll tack out. If they really want to trade multiples, we're good with that. Do that. Get rid of their life gain. They'll probably just recall them to the, yeah, from the graveyard. They're still playing off the top of their deck, so I'm not too worried about it. Found something they liked. All right, we want to get a flyer to have a little bit of evasion here. Oh, nice. Picked up another one. That almost does nothing, but just leave it back. I want to get this off the table, so hopefully we can get it like a Shelter by Ghost. Give us a little more pump in the air here. Probably should have played her to get the card draw, but we're going to gain quite a bit of life next turn. Which is good to pump our exemplars. I don't really want to convert that. We're going to let that come through. They're going through their little combo here. Trying to figure out a way to win. All right. First things first, we're going to cast Guided by Light. They don't have any flying, so that really hurts them here. So we're going to gain 2 each creature. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or we can attack out, which we have 6. It's kind of a horse apiece. We're actually going to drop that because we also get a bonus from this. So we're going to do it this way. We'll be able to do it all in the air. And we'll have just enough. Good game.